everybody, welcome to or welcome back to Live Fulfilled. If you're new here, my name's Megan and I make videos every single week about travel, minimalism, things that make me happy and how you can be happy and live a fulfilling life. So today's video is going to be a video on the Brevite camera cube. I don't know how to say the brand still. I'm just going to say Brevite because I think that's how you say it. But it's going to be on the Brevite, this guy right here, this camera cube. I did a video a few weeks ago on the Brevite jumper backpack and everyone seemed to love it. So I figured I would do a video now on their camera cube. So I purchased this camera cube separate to their backpacks, and right now on the website you actually cannot buy this separate anymore. I don't know if it's just because it's out of stock, because they do run out of their products a lot, or if they've just discontinued selling it separately, which I hope they didn't. But these actually come in every single backpack but the jumper, so even if you cannot buy this separate, you can at least see, you know, what it's all about if you were looking at buying any other backpacks except, like I said, the jumper backpack. So I actually purchased this camera cube because I needed something that I could store my camera in safely while I'm traveling that could also go into my personal item backpack. When we travel super minimally. Usually I just bring a carry-on, well, usually, like every single time, I bring one carry-on for my son and I, and then we each have personal items. And so because of that, like, space is limited and it's tight. I cannot commit my whole entire personal item to a camera bag, but I still needed a way to safely store my camera in my bag. So this is the solution that I found to my problem. This guy actually fits, so I needed it to fit into two bags specifically. The first bag is going to be this bag because this is my new bag that I bought for my personal item for when I went to Belize in April, which didn't happen, and then for when I was going to go in May, which didn't happen because we all know why. So whenever I go, this is actually going to be the backpack that I use as my personal item. And so this camera cube had to fit into this bag. This is the North Face Borealis, and I am going to actually do a full review on this bag once I actually get to use it and make sure that it works as well as I think it's going to work as a personal item. I think it's going to be perfect, but I don't want to like get on and say it's perfect before I actually have, you know, tried it out myself. So yeah, this had to fit into this bag, which it does perfectly, and then there's still a ton of room at the top of the bag, which is exactly what I needed. I needed, you know, a place to store my bag, but then I can still put everything else that needs to go in this bag, you know, along with the camera gear. And then the second bag that I needed it to fit into was my Kanken bag, because this is what I use as my day pack when I'm going out and about places. So this is just the regular original Kanken backpack, and it does once again fit in here. It fits in here tight though. There's definitely not like a lot of extra room, or really any extra room. I mean, there's like a little snippet of room, but it's pretty tight, but it does go in here. You just kind of have to push and pull it. See, so there's like room, there's a little bit of room at the top right there, but not a lot, but it does fit. And so these were the two bags that I was concerned for it to fit in, and it zips. And this is probably, like, if you're kind of wondering what size the camera cube is, I don't know about, I think probably almost everybody knows what size one of these backpacks are. And there's like that much room at the top. So that's about the size of the camera cube, and like no room at the sides. So it does fit into the two bags that I needed to fit into, and so I was like, sweet, check mark. And so I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like. It actually holds a ton of stuff. I'm very pleasantly surprised about how much this holds. Okay, so moving on to the camera cube itself. So this camera cube actually will collapse flat, and then it opens from the front, and then it also opens from the side, because if you have this in one of their bags that like it's built for, you can have side access to your camera. However, I actually have like the side part kind of locked in with the Velcro because I'm putting it in a bag that I'm going to have to pull the whole thing out anyways to get access to the camera. So I don't, you know, really care so much if my camera's sitting there or not. So when you open up the camera cube, like I said, there is a ton of room in this thing. So this is what it looks like right now. usually I would have the camera that I'm filming on right here, and then these two items would just kind of sit on top of it. So I'm just gonna pull these two items out, and there you go. I hope it's light enough that you can see. So I'm just going to show you guys what I actually got into this and what fits, and you could fit more. I mean, this is definitely not like packed to the brim. If I wanted to, I could get more into it, but this is usually like when I'm going out, because I also use this. I don't just like, obviously I'm not just using this for travel. Like when I go out, yesterday we actually went hiking, and so I took like my hiking backpack and I brought all my camera gear in this, and so that's kind of what this is packed for right now. And so I'm just going to show you guys what you can realistically fit in here. So like I said, the camera that I'm filming on now, and it's big, like this is a big camera, it will go right here, and it fits just perfectly. And then I also can get my drone in its case in here. This is the Mavic Mini drone, and so yeah, that in its case, which the case is pretty big. I mean, it's, I don't know, it's like the size of my head. No. Yeah, size of my head. So that fits. And then also I have in here this cover. I actually bring this little, like, it's like a lens cover, but I bring this so when I'm filming outside on my camera and I have my ND filter on, like the lens cap won't go over the ND filter. And so I actually just like throw this over my lens while it's on my camera to keep it protected. And so I keep that fits in there. What else fits in here? Lens like cleaning pen. And then, let me show you. See, so like I said, it's just so much space. It's really, really nice. I also have my filters in here. So this is just an ND filter, and then this is a polarizer filter. And then I have drone filters that fit in here. And then I also have my drone remote that fits in here. And then, yeah, I also had these two items in here. This one's just like a Pelican SD card case holder. I was actually looking to buy, like, I was comparing the Pelican SD card holder to like an off-brand one that was like half the price, but I actually ended up going with the Pelican one because I liked like the slim design of it better than the other one. But that just fits in there. And then this bag also fits in here. And then in this bag, I keep just like, this is one of those like GoPro drawstring bags, and I just keep like a bunch of accessories in here. So I just keep my drone batteries in here. And then I keep an extra Canon camera battery in here. And any batteries that are like fresh and not used and fully charged, I always put a rubber band around so I know which ones they are. And then I keep a like cloth. I have my lens pen, but I also keep a microfiber cloth. And then I keep a bunch of like, I don't even know what these are. Bunga, I think B-U-N, bunglies. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I keep a bunch of these in here too. Oh, and then also, it should not be in there. This is the little cord to hook the camera, the drone remote up to my phone. But that actually I usually store in this case. But apparently it didn't make it into the case this time. Put that away because I would not want to lose that cord. I don't even know what I'd have to do to replace it. And then the next thing I have in here is literally the most important things, rubber bands. So I always keep a filter on. I got my filter stuck on it the other day. I was like tapping to try to get it off. I was like reading how the hell do you get this off, and people were like, oh, put it in the freezer. I'm like, I'm not putting my lens in the freezer. But if you ever get a filter stuck on your lens, you just take a rubber band, put it around the lens, and then you're able to twist it because it gives it like extra grippy. So yeah, that is everything that I have in the camera cube, but like I said, it holds more. So camera cube itself, it's super padded. It is collapsible though, like it, you know, it does collapse. So like I definitely wouldn't like put your camera in and like stomp on it. However, it is padded enough though that like I'm not like too concerned, you know, like I feel comfortable putting it in my bag and, you know, maybe putting something on top and putting the bag down, but I wouldn't like throw the bag, you know. Definitely would recommend this if you are looking for something, you know, like I am. Like I said, I was needing something that I could store my camera in that wouldn't take up a whole bag, and I think this is the perfect solution for this. And I hope you can start buying them again separately. If not, and you're looking at buying any other backpacks, but the jumper, the camera cube is great. It definitely does the trick. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to know anything else about this camera cube or anything at all, leave them in the comments below. I love talking to you guys there. And until next week, bye.